This week's class, When Your Health Matters, the class designed to empower you to better health through knowledge and education. And I'm your host, Dr. Richard Huntoon from Advanced Alternative Medicine Center. We're located at 138 Canal Street in Pooler Park, that is in Pooler, Georgia. We're in Suite 404 of Building 400. If you have a question, any health-related question whatsoever, I'd love the opportunity to speak with you. You could do that one of three ways. You could stop into the office and be happy to meet you. You probably get a bonus for stopping into the office because my curiosity is going to want to ask your body some questions to help answer your question as to what's going on and, more importantly, why it's going on with your body. But short of stopping into the office, the next best way would be to call my cell phone. My cell phone number is area code 845-561-2225. Again, 845-561-2225. Please do not text that phone, as that phone is not equipped to receive texts. I will never get the text, I will never get back to you, and then that would defeat the purpose of you trying to reach out to me. But if you do want to use that technology, you can always email me directly at docrick, D-O-C-R-I-C-K, docrick@spineboy.com, and I will get back to you via email. And whether you stop in, whether you call, or whether you email, it's my pleasure to help you to better understanding what the concerns that you have. This class is called When Your Health Matters. It's not up to me when your health matters. It's actually up to you when your health matters. And with that being the case, this particular week's class is called The Heart of the Matter. And as you may be understanding, this is specifically about the health of your heart and the conditions that affect the heart and what you should consider moving forward with regards to your heart. This being the second part of the fire element. Last month we talked about the small intestine, which was the first part. Talking about the heart, we're going to introduce some aspects related to the thyroid, because the thyroid, the reproductive organs, the adrenals, which we'll talk a little bit about today as well, are also part of the fire element. And so the fire element has to do with the most expansive energy, the heat of the summer, related to the heart. The heart beats over 100,000 times a day, based on 72 beats per minute for the average person. That doesn't include the heart beating faster than that or potentially beating slower than that, but the average person, roughly 72 beats a minute, works out to be 100,000 beats throughout the course of the day. And that should emphasize the making it important to you to understand the different relationships that help to regulate how your heart beats and the regularity of it versus irregularity of it. The heart itself houses the spirit. It's where spirit lives, right in the center of your heart. Okay, we think here, we actually know here. And when you know something by heart, you don't have to think about it. It's the seat of all wisdom. And so when you truly are have all the wisdom that you need, then you do life very well. And they don't waste wisdom on the youth. You have to earn your wisdom through trials and tribulations. And if I had all the wisdom that I have today when I was younger, probably ended up in a different place. But that's probably true for all of us. Okay. Also appreciate the fact that the fire element relates to your circulatory system and the outer protective covering of your heart, known as the pericardium. Muscles related to the heart. The chief muscle is what's known as your subscapularis, which is the muscle that sits on the front part of your shoulder blade, relates to the heart. People may get pain or discomfort there. The other muscles related to that, your adductors of your thigh, meaning the inner thigh, those muscles there relate to your heart. There's a muscle in the center of your butt known as your piriformis. That's a heart-related muscle. And the gluteals, the strongest muscle in your body, your butt muscle as a whole, there's three to them, the gluteus maximus, medius, and minimus. All of those relate to the heart. So those are the muscles related to the heart. All heart symptoms are a secondary effect due to nutritional deficiencies. That's right, all heart issues are a nutritional deficiency disease, okay, primarily related to B vitamins. B vitamins, as we've learned at least once, probably twice this year, help to regulate the electrical system within the heart. And when you don't have enough B vitamins and the probiotics that help you absorb those B vitamins, you're going to get heart irregularities. You're going to get skipped beats. You're going to get, I don't know, arrhythmias, heart murmurs. What are some of the other conditions? Just any kind of irregular heartbeat is related to a B vitamin deficiency. And so what happens is when your body becomes deficient in B vitamins, okay, the heart is going to contract on itself in an effort to conserve resources. That contraction is what hinders the doors of the heart, the atrial ventricular, and those valves there that regulate the blood passing from the top of the heart or the atriums to the ventricles before they get either pumped up to the lungs or pumped out to the body. Those doors, the bicuspid valve and the tricuspid valve, basically are regulated by your B vitamins, and when you don't have enough B vitamins, the heart is going to torque, then those doors aren't going to close properly, and you're going to get what doctors will call heart murmurs. And again, all of this is related to a deficiency in B vitamins and not enough good probiotics as a result of eating too much completely refined and processed sugar. Sugar has been stripped of all of its B vitamins. Therefore, if you consume high amounts of B vitamins, your body leaches the B vitamins that it has in an effort to process the sugar. And since we're all sugarholics, we could all benefit from having enough B vitamins. Now, another aspect of the heart that people can have are what are known as arrhythmias, where the heart can beat too fast or the heart can beat too slow. Tachycardia if it's too fast, or bradycardia if it's too slow. Those are regulated more so by the thyroid, which regulates heart rate. Okay, the B vitamins help to regulate heart rhythm, as associated with the relationship with the small intestine. But if we're talking about heart rate, that's controlled by your thyroid, and thyroid requires a specific mineral known as iodine. We used to get iodine through iodized salt, but they've since started adding fluoride to iodized salt, which blocks your body's ability to get the benefit of the iodine naturally found in the salt. So there's some problems going on there within the food industry. And if you don't have proper rhythm and opening and closing, that eventually may lead to elevated blood pressure issues, which we learned about in a previous video, that is secondary to adrenal insufficiencies. Now, there is a counterbalance and a component of the B vitamins that helps to regulate blood pressure. That's called vitamin G, which I will be doing a class on that soon at some point, I'm sure. Vitamin G helps the blood vessels to relax and create what's called vasodilation. Vasodilation, bigger blood vessels, allow for less pressure in the system. The B vitamin component that helps to cause vasoconstriction, God put vitamin G in there to help to offset that so that you can get, you actually have a tool, one to increase pressure, one to decrease pressure, and helps to maintain functioning if the adrenals are working properly. Now, the number one symptom associated with the heart and the health of the heart in this country, greater than 55% of Americans, their first symptom of any kind of heart disease is death, dropping dead of a heart attack. Now, that's not really a bad way to go out because there's not a lot of suffering involved. You're alive one second, you're dead the next. But the people that survive you, the people that are dependent upon you, there's going to be a lot to pick up after you're dead. So we certainly don't want that. And we want to appreciate that if 55% of Americans are suffering from a life-ending heart attack as their first indication of heart disease, we're not doing a very good job of educating people on A, how to prevent heart disease, and B, how to make sure that they stay healthy as far as their heart health goes by supporting the adrenals and the thyroid gland, and so and the health of your small intestine with probiotics. So if you want to support your health, there's various resources that we have available. We have a thing called Cardio Plus. I mentioned that in a previous video, hopefully the gluten-free form. that actually will feed everything the heart needs in order to function properly. Then we have Cardiotrophin PMG, which is designed to help repair any damage that's occurring in the heart. We want to take on some Cataplex E2, which increases oxygen utilization within the heart, which is necessary for proper metabolism of the heart, so you don't create oxidation, which creates cell damage, which causes plaquing and leads to heart disease and heart attacks. We mentioned the Cataplex B, lots of that. It's a free vitamin. It's unfortunately light sensitive and heat sensitive, so when you heat your food or expose the food to extra amounts of light, you're going to deplete the B vitamins. So eat lots of vegetables and lots of grains, preferably whole grains, not the completely refined and processed grains. We have prolamine iodine for any heart irregularities, to help reestablish normal heart rhythm, the tachycardia and the bradycardia. We have hawthorn, which is an herb. I take 3 of those a day myself. We have horse chestnut complex and celery seed, which are also backups to the heart as herbal products. And once again, we need to make sure that you're doing your exercise and exercising aerobically, which actually helps to strengthen the heart. And if you have any questions about understanding if you are aerobic, please go back to it's either the previous video or the one before that, where we talk about are you aerobic and why you need to be. So that's it for the heart health for today. If you have any questions, please call me at 845-561-2225. Email me directly at docrick@spineboy.com. Stop into the office at 138 Canal Street, Suite 404 of Building 400. But get a hold of me. I want to answer your questions. I want to educate you. I want to put you back in the driver's seat of your own health. And would certainly appreciate the opportunity to do that. This show is called When Your Health Matters. And it's not up to me, it's up to you. So decide that your health matters. Decide that it should be the most important asset that you have and protect and take care of and be proactive for. And I look forward to supporting you, like I said, when your health matters. So thanks for tuning in, and tune back in next week. Thanks.